Hello, my friends. Dude, I'm blind again here. I've got a very, very brief video for you today, and it seems like everybody out there is making their own coronavirus videos right now. So, you know, why not? Why not join them? As a healthcare professional myself, I realize that I do have to um, make a stand on some point of this, and so I am going to make a brief little video, but we're going to get away from the things that I've at least kind of been seeing on a lot of the stuff. You can get a lot of the different information elsewhere. There's no reason for me to try to push it towards any of that. I'm not going to try to take away from anybody else in this case. So what I want to focus on is what this channel has been focusing on ever since the beginning is the idea of staying fit while being able to play video games. We all understand that with the quarantine, it is a blissful and wonderful time for us to overindulge into all of the media and the games, as well as all of the wonderful Netflix and anything else that you might be watching. So given all of that, we're moving much, much less. So I wanted to come up with just a couple of things for you that you should do to kind of keep yourself healthy and fit, given the quarantine and given the increased sedentary activities that we would be doing. So the number one thing that I have to tell you is because you're going to be more likely to just be sitting for longer periods of time, it is vital for you to stand up and move. 45 minutes, that's all it takes, 45 minutes, and after that, your muscle starts to break down. Now, it's a very, very little process. Don't think, oh no, what is happening? Oh my goodness, it's very bad. But realize that if you're sitting for hours and hours on end, you're really breaking down any of the stuff that if you might be working out or going to the gym and doing something else, it's really kind of taken away from that. So if you're already worried, oh no, I'm not getting to the gym, you're not making it any better by constantly sitting for long periods of time. So at least every hour, try to get up and do a little bit of something, even if it's just 30 seconds. Even if you get up and you just do maybe like 10 squats or just do some jumping jacks, move all the muscles in your body. Don't just kind of kick your legs out, that's good enough. Get up and just start get moving. It gives you that good input. So especially if you're sitting and you're playing long games. If you're watching shows, beautiful. Between each episode, just do a quick little 1 minute little stretch, something, and that's just gonna do so much more for you than trying to do a full-on half hour or an hour routine in the middle of the day and all of that. That is just gonna help out. You should continue doing the home workouts, but I'm not bringing that to you here because you can look that up in all these other places. I'm trying to fill in those little gaps of where we might be missing some of the things. Okay, if you do really want something for me to bring you a home exercise routine, I can do that very, very easily. That's not too difficult. The second portion is, as we're sitting and as we're prolonged doing these things a lot more, the unfortunate thing that's going to happen is we're going to be lacking in hydration. Water is going to be your number two important thing as far as what you need to be taking, and really, so the number one thing that you need to be intaking, but number two thing that you need to be doing. So drink plenty of water. If you have trouble with remembering and going down to the kitchen and getting more, keep it right next to you. It's just going to be so important. And even fighting this virus with everything going through, flushing things down, it's going to be important that you drink water, and we're less likely to drink water when we're at home. I know for sure when I'm at work, I'm seeing the water fountain, so it's there and it's reminding me. At home, I forget about it. I'm almost more likely to make coffee or make tea and drink some other things. So keep on drinking plenty of water. Number three comes sort of similarly, is because we're moving less than we would otherwise. We're not getting up to go outside or do anything like that. Your calorie expenditure is going to be lower. Realize that is the case, and realize that you're probably not going to be able to eat quite as much as you have been eating, or otherwise you are going to start to put on that weight. Now, we're only in the beginning stages of a lot of this quarantine stuff. So if this goes on for a month, 2, 3 months, then that's where you're going to see the problem. So if you nip it in the bud now, you're really going to not see the bad sides of all of it before. And realistically, not to go overly dramatic with this, but for example, say if you have to ration things out or anything like that, great, you can start doing that now and knowing that that's going to be better for you. So, because in the long term, caloric restriction has been shown to be pretty good anti-aging. technique. So, you know, silver lining, take a win there. All right. So at this point, move a little bit more. Make sure every hour. Keep on drinking water. I'm not going to tell you how much to drink. People are different. Sure, some people would say 6, 8 glasses of water. Start there. See, can you drink more? How do you feel with it? Maybe you need more. We're all different sizes and shapes, so that's going to change it a little bit. 3, pay attention to how much you're eating. Now, the fourth one, I already made a video. The previous video that I made was about posture and sitting when you're at a computer or desk. This applies, and this is good. You can watch that video if you want, but just in general, understand where is my posture and adjust, change. Because if you're going to spend days and days in the exact same posture over and over and over, you're going to develop some issues with it. So it's just going to be important to keep your posture in check and making sure you're not developing any of that kind of stuff. So that puts into perspective of where you can, please try and move. If you're not on lockdown completely, if you're in a state that doesn't have that necessarily right now, and you're able to go outside for exercise, please do that while you still have the chance. That is so, so, so important. And while, yes, getting up every hour is a good start, going out and doing 30 to 60 minutes of any kind of activity, especially if you can do it outside, is wonderful. Now, say they don't let you outside necessarily, open up a window, just get in some fresh air and get in some good movement, okay? Because that's going to be really, really important for us as we keep going. You've heard all the obvious things about making sure that you sanitize, you clean everything. Yes, those are all going to be important, but in order to keep yourself healthy and fit as you're doing all these things, keep yourself moving, drink plenty of water, limit your calories because you're not going to be moving as much as you're used to. Move more where you can and where you're able to do it, and make sure that that posture is in check, okay, with all of those things. That's going to be pretty much it. I may have a further update for this and maybe even a little routine for what you can do with nothing at all and any kind of stretching and things and workouts that you should be doing to maintain these kinds of things. But for now, it's going to be important, and maybe even in further videos, getting a little mental clarity and getting back into these kind of things. So for now, I'm going to sign off, but you guys keep at it and keep moving. All right.